Things are crazy at work. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have a wonderful manager. I work with wonderful people. I got some lovely gifts um, from my boss. Um, she gave me this thank you card. It says, Dreamo, what can I say? You are a dream come true. So glad you're a part of Block. And, um, we get donuts and never forget the difference you have made and never underestimate the difference you make in the lives you touch. And this cool card. You are awesome. Thank you for being amazing. I absolutely love my manager and the folks I work with. They are awesome people. I really love my job, but it's getting crazy. For the rest, excuse me, Sandy girl, let me hop up for just a second. That thing always shocks me, so it scares me. For the rest of the tax season, we will be without a bathroom. This started yesterday when I went in. I was told that something had happened, and long story short, apparently that whole side of the building in the shopping center where I work is out. Everybody but Food Line. Thank God. So, there are 3 businesses that have been running down to Food Line to use the bathroom. So what they did today was they brought in porta potties. Porta potties, people. Nasty, icky, ooey gooey, just smelly porta potties. Oh, but these are the luxury porta potties with the sink. Oh my God. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And sometimes you don't know you gotta go until you've gotta go. And then you can't walk all the way down to Food Line and all the way across to the corner of their store in the back where the bathroom is. You just ain't gonna make it. I know this. I'm taking my duster when I go back to work. I'm taking some Febreze, some Lysol, something. I'm going to clean up the inside of that porta potty. They literally took a hose to clean up the porta potty. The thing was soaking wet when I used. Yes, I actually used it. Like I said, sometimes you got to go. You got to go right then. And it's not H&R's fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's not the shopping center's fault. It's just, rocks and whatever else have gotten up into the pipes and they've got to be replaced. But the worst part is that sewer gas was coming back up through the vent, the drain in the floor of our bathroom. Next door at the beauty shop, their pipes exploded. And, we've all got our doors open because of the smell, that is coming up. And the bathroom door is closed with the fan on and the door. And we are working like this. But, we are all dedicated to our jobs. We're all very loyal to our jobs. I think more than that, we're loyal to our manager because she is an awesome manager. If I weren't happy there, I would have already said, nope, I'm done. I'm not working under these conditions. I'm out. And y'all know I would, but I love my job. We did have an incident happen today that caused me to need a day off tomorrow. And my manager is so beautiful and so wonderful. She was like, there's no tax pros in the office tomorrow. So really, I would just be sitting there twiddling my thumbs, taking drop-offs or whatever. But there is someone else, another CSP that's going to be in the office tomorrow anyways. So I don't really need to be there. So I called my manager on the way home. Oh, excuse me. One moment. Anywho, sorry, I'm making Sandy some dinner. So I just, called my manager up on the way home and told her what happened at work, and I was like, there's no tax pros in the office tomorrow. Kind of just take the day. And she's really good about stuff like that. And so she's like, yes, absolutely, by all means. So what happened? Normally I would have been stressing. The old me would have been stressing, like, oh, I'm just going to have to go into work and put up with, and be afraid that this guy's going to come back. And so here's what happened. So there was a double booking, and nothing that had anything to do with me. And the one of the appointments was unable to be confirmed. People, some advice from someone who works in a tax office: if you have an appointment and they're trying to reach you to confirm your appointment, if they cannot reach you, they're going to assume that you don't want your appointment anymore. It goes down as unconfirmed. Much less than if you walk in 15 minutes late after the appointment was supposedly to happen, and you still want your appointment after the tax pro has done taken another client. It's not going to happen. So that this guy comes in, and my tax pro, he was the only one in the office today. He was with a client, and this guy comes in. I have an appointment, and I'm sitting here looking at two gentlemen already sitting there waiting for the tax pro, whose appointment was not put on the schedule. It wasn't anything to do with me again. But then this other guy came in who was 15 minutes late for his appointment, never returned our calls, he never picked up. And I tried again this morning. I'm like, I'm going to give this guy another call. Nothing. Left a message. Nothing. So he comes in using some extremely colorful words. Just let your imagination run wild. Whatever you're thinking, he probably said it. And then he left, and when he left, he was squealing tires. You could hear him slamming his car door. He was very mad. And I started thinking, I'm going to be in the office alone tomorrow. No, that's not going to happen. With the way people are nowadays, I just kept picturing this guy coming back and shooting the place up, So I was like, can I just have the day tomorrow? And so, by all means, she had no problem with it. I'm still a little shook up. You can probably tell I'm still a little bit like, and there was the guy that he was in there with, the tax pro came out and he's like, do you want me to call the police? Because I will call the police. And there was the guy that he was in there, his appointment was with, was this military guy, and like is in charge of other troops and stuff like that. And he was in there like, that's really over the top. That behavior is unacceptable kind of deal. And I'm the only female in there, today. They're all guys, and they're just like defending me, like, dude, like, why are you, your behavior is, just not called for. Because at one time the guy pointed straight at me and said, and I confirmed this appointment with you. And I'm going, sir, I tried to call you this morning. You didn't pick up. I left you a voicemail. You didn't call back. And then I said, yes, your previous appointment. He had a previous appointment. And I said, that appointment was confirmed with me. Yes, we did. And then the tax pro had asked me to move his appointment. I forget why. And so he was already upset from having to be moved. And I get it. I really do. I get it. So then, but he was 15 minutes late, and expected to keep his appointment. Like, we're just going to sit for the whole hour and wait for you? No, there are other people, we're tax season is flying by really fast. And there are people coming in here, trying to get their things done. And right now Business taxes have to be done by March 15th. So we got those folks flying in. And right now they take priority, you know, because individual taxes don't have to be done until April 15th. So the small businesses and large businesses and whatever, those taxes are priority at the moment. So he's all just slamming things down. Slammed his door, squealed his tires, and oh my God. I should have been gone already. It was past time for me to leave. I leave at 4. It was past time for me to leave, and I knew it, and I thought, oh my God, I never should have stayed. But I didn't want to leave the tax pro that was there alone until I knew that he was okay with where he was that day. I wanted to make sure all of his documents were scanned in, his appointments were sitting there, that they were comfortable, they were waiting for him, and he was wrapping things up with his previous client because he tends to talk a lot, and which pushes the appointments over. And yeah. So I stayed a little bit extra to make sure things were scanned in, to make sure my manager got the information she needed for the day, to make sure my paperwork was filled out for the day. And my face is red. Why am I so red? Oh, it must be due to what happened today. I must be like I have rosacea, really bad. So I break out, when I'm when I'm and it's not that I'm not, it's not, I'm actually afraid to be in the office tomorrow by myself. This isn't like the video I uploaded yesterday where I'm telling you don't stress over life. This is definitely something that you should be concerned about. When a customer comes in and they're irate like that, and he points directly at you, blaming you when it was nothing that I did. I called my manager on the way home, and even she assured me it was nothing I did. This customer, even if the appointment was confirmed, he was 15 minutes late. After that, we move on. We have to. We're back to back, bumper to bumper clients. So, and with no word from you, hey, I'm coming in, but I'm late. To do us that courtesy so we can hold your appointment. But nothing, and then this guy walks in expecting to still have his slot. No, doesn't work that way. So, it probably wouldn't have bothered me so much if he didn't look straight at me and point at me and was like, I can't get that out of my head. He's like, and I confirmed it with you. I'm like, not this appointment, you didn't. The previous one you did, yes. And then we had to move you for whatever reason. He had to be moved. And then today's appointment, no, was not confirmed. I mean, but there was a client before that appreciated us so much that brought us a dozen of these awesome donuts. We have a Dunkin Donuts that just opened up in the shopping center. So yeah, that was really nice of her. And on my way out, I had one immediately, and I grabbed another one on my way out the door. I'm like, I need this. And I ate it on the way home. I'm like, Jeff, I need this donut. I'm taking another one. He's like, yeah, take it. So, and I just wanted to make sure he was okay too before I left. So I'm walking back there like, are you okay? Are you? He's like, oh yeah, we deal with this stuff from time to time. I'm like, oh wow, gosh. I registered today. I am officially registered for my tax course. And so I'll be starting that. It's just been yesterday I go into work to find out we have no bathroom for the remainder of the tax season. Today I go in to get cussed out. He wasn't just cussing me. He was cussing. He was really just cussing the service itself. My manager said he was probably angry with himself for being late for his appointment and not picking up the phone and confirming, and he took it out on us. I don't know if that's true. I think he was genuinely angry with us. Um, that happened. Thank God. Anytime something goes wrong at work, I'm immediately like, oh God, did I do something? What did I miss? Did I do something? But it's never my fault. I'm always assured this is nothing I did. Um, I mean, my manager wouldn't make me office manager next year if I was messing up. So, and I'm very careful. I've learned so much since I've started there. I've learned so much, and I don't want to forget any of it during the off season. But next season, I'll go back as a tax pro, level 1. The easy stuff. You got some W-2s? Bring them on. I can do those. um, but um, yeah, but it's good to know all of this because knowing the CSP work, I'll be able to, I'll probably just out of habit pick up the phone anyways, you know, and take care of most of my own stuff. I would prefer it that way, honestly. Then I know what's going on. It's very complex. CSP has an amazingly difficult job. Let me tell you what we do. Part of what my job is. I open the store. I count the money. I'm responsible for that, for transactions there. I set most 99.9% of the appointments, confirming appointments, emailing, campaign calls, taking drop-offs, scanning all those documents. And when y'all come in and they've all got staples to hold like documents together, I got to pull all them staples out and go through each one and scan them and then staple them back. And I got to initial every single page at the bottom corner that I've scanned so they know I'm the one that scanned it. And then in between all that, then we got to go through each drawer. We have a cash on pickup. We have a no cash pickup. We have the work in progress. We have the unscheduled drop-offs. Then I have drop-offs that get sent out to other tax pros in other offices. Then those documents have to be, those emails have to go out to my manager so that she can assign them to these other tax pros. That's something I'll be doing next year, because our office can't take any more. We can't take any more drop-offs. We're full, and our next appointments are like the end of March. We're fast getting to the point where we can't take any more appointments at all. I expect in the next week we'll probably not have any more appointments. My contract is up April 17th for this year, and so I'll work 2 days past the 15th because there really will be people that walk in thinking they can still file them without a penalty, but you're going to be penalized. Unless you owe Uncle Sam money or unless you owe the state money, they're really not going to, they don't care. They don't care. If they owe you money, they don't care. But you've only got 3 years that you can go without filing and then still get your refund from those past 3 years. After that, it's null and void. You don't get a refund. But if you owe them money, it doesn't matter how many years it is. They're gonna come after it. So don't avoid the IRS. But if you don't even have to file at all if you are under a certain, if you made, if your income level wasn't, and it depends on whether you're single or, married. It depends on your income. I think for single people, it's now, it used to be 15,000. I think it might be 15,800, almost 16,000, I think. For married, I think it's, I can't remember what it is for married people. I'm sorry. Um, but look it up on, you can find that on the IRS or just Google it. You don't even have to file at all if you've made below. I mean, chances are you probably won't get a refund anyways. If you made below a certain bracket, you probably didn't pay enough tax anyway to get a refund. So, um, but that's my day. Oh, this is how my week is starting. So thank goodness I took tomorrow off, and I'm going to be taking care of some things around the house, and um, yeah, just washing, just not asking the Lord to just take that image and that voice of that man out of my head. The enemy, the devil wants me to think that I'm responsible for that man's attitude today, and I'm not. So, God bless him. I'm going to take care of Sandy now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. Y'all don't know, I've had this channel for years, and I'm so close to 500. I've still got to get the watch time. So, just leave the videos on. Just play the longer, leave them on. Just, walk out the room, go run an errand, just leave them on. God bless.